Hi everyone, this is Ajanta Bhatt. I'm Apache Carbon Data Committer and Senior Technical Lead at Huawei Technologies. Welcome to the session on Apache Carbon Data, data storage for ACID ingest, faster query, and machine learning. Carbon data background. Challenges. The growing volume of data poses a new set of challenges, like how to deal with the streaming mutable data. As the update, delete, or merge operations can be slow, T+0 or real-time data synchronization is not possible. Other challenges like what technologies to use for indexing the data, because the queries are very slow without the indexes. Then how to store the data to analyze with ML platforms. Currently, we have to keep duplicate copies of data like raw images and TF records. Also, filtering on these formats is slow. To solve the previous challenges mentioned, we have set a goal of one data, zero migration. So, Carbon Data is a unified file format where you can store the data once and access it from multiple engines for big data analysis and machine learning. And Carbon Data is not just a file format. We go beyond that. I will get into that in further slides. Apache Carbon Data is one of the oldest data lake solutions. It was an internal R&D project at Huawei from 2014 to 2016. Then it entered Apache Incubator and became an excellent incubator project of the year. In June 2017, it became a top Apache project. Since 2018, it is used by many customers operating at PB level enterprise data. It has contributors from many companies as seen here. So what exactly is Carbon Data? It's a storage engine. It has a file format plus query engine capabilities. You can create a Carbon table and store your data in Carbon Data format and query it by leveraging the indexes, and it has caching capabilities. It has integrated with Spark as a standard Spark SQL extension, with Hive as storage handler, with Presto as a connector, Flink integration by using Carbon Data Java SDK, and integration to TensorFlow and PyTorch by using PyCarbon module. If you see how you can import the data into Carbon table, one way is to use your Spark cluster, where we support batch insert and real-time insert from Spark streaming job. Once inserted, each insert is called a segment, virtual partition. You can compact the multiple segments. You can do update, delete, merge operations on these segments. You can also create indexes on this. We support both automatic and manual index creation. Another way to import data is if you have data coming from Flink, you can store it as Carbon files and do real-time analytics on that. From Presto, we support querying the Carbon table created by leveraging the indexes. Writing the data from Presto is also a work in progress. From Hive, we already support writing the data and also querying the data by leveraging the indexes. So from Spark and Hive, complete ETL is supported. And from Presto, interactive query is supported now. You can store images, blob, and other binary data as a binary column in Carbon table and import it for TensorFlow, PyTorch, and other engines to do the model training or for preparing the dataset. We also support Java, Python, C++ SDK, where you can import the data as Carbon format and read the Carbon files independent of any big data engines. SDK also supports converting other format data like ORC, Parquet, Avro, JSON, CSV data into Carbon data. So coming back to the file format, it's a columnar storage similar to ORC and Parquet. Group of entries in one column is called as column page. It can be 32,000 entries or based on size. It will have data and metadata like offset, encoding, min-max info as shown here. Group of column pages is called blocklet. Group of blocklet is called as block, which is nothing but a Carbon data file. But why did we need our own format when columnar formats already exist? Because we wanted to experiment at each layer and improve it. We support storing the columns in sorted order and apply compression on it. Snappy, gzip, or ZSTD compressions. We have min-max information stored with data. We have local dictionary stored in blocklet level. We support adaptive encoding. We also support schema evolution by adding, removing, or renaming the columns. We support all types of primitive and nested complex data types. ACID ingest. Let's see how Carbon Data support ACID ingestion. Carbon data supports transactional metadata and segment lock. The table status file in the metadata folder is the commit point. Carbon data is fully ACID compliant. Any operation is either a success or failure. It is atomic in nature. We support concurrent operations like multiple inserts together or concurrent queries while other operations are running. Other operations like insert, update, delete, merge, or compaction. Carbon data provides snapshot isolation. Multi-engine concurrent access is also supported. With Spark, Carbon data is integrated using standard Spark SQL extension interface as a data source. We have injected our own parser to understand Carbon table syntax and other Carbon data specific syntaxes like update, delete, compaction, and clean files. We have also injected optimizer rules and physical planner, which helps to change the query plan like utilize index table or use MV table. Spark streaming and real-time data synchronization. Batch data can be directly inserted into Carbon table using the insert or load command. Real-time data from Spark streaming job will be stored as row v1 format and then converted into columnar format with indexes when the handoff process is executed. The update delete operation is supported. As Carbon data is an immutable file, updated data will be written into a new file and deleted row IDs are maintained in the delta file. We support merging the small delta files also. The query will use the delta file to prune the results. Flink with Carbon data real-time streaming support. If the data is coming from the Flink in fixed intervals, using Carbon data SDK, Flink will write Carbon files with no sort in the stage directory. And we can use insert stage command to insert these stage files into a Carbon data table. If required, we can use sort columns and store the data using global sort. Real-time data reading is supported by querying the stage folder. Because of our underlying fast update delete framework, it is easy to support merge, also called as upsert, to handle CDC and SCD type 2 scenarios, where we can merge the source table to a target table based on conditions as seen here. Merge operation from Carbon data is very fast, and currently only API level support is provided for merge as seen here. We're planning SQL syntax in the next question. Carbon data also support mixed format table, where you can add segments of other formats like ORC or Parquet files to Carbon table to avoid joining the multiple tables. The query will get the results combining from all the segments. Faster query processing. Carbon data is designed and optimized to give faster query results. Carbon data uses SQL rewriting and file filtering methods to speed up the queries. We support min-max index, secondary index, materialized views, coarse grain index like Bloom, and fine grain index like Lucene also. Carbon data provides min-max pruning and coarse grain and fine grain indexes. Carbon data keeps min-max at segment level, file level, blocklet level, and page level also. If the column is a sort column during table creation, this min-max index helps for very fast point queries by pruning the files. As seen here, Carbon data scans only the specific blocklets using the min-max pruning instead of reading all the files. Secondary index can be created on a Carbon table. This is another table created for a high cardinality column of main table. As seen here, secondary index table stores the position ID of the values till the blocklet level. So when the query is fired, if the filter is on SI column, we do SQL rewrite to use index table instead of the main table to get the blocklet information about where data is present and scan only those blocklets from the main table. This can speed up a query a lot. The query on secondary index also uses min-max pruning to give the matching position ID to scan the main table. You can also create more than one secondary index for a table. For multidimensional filtering, the query will join the multiple secondary index table results to get the final blocklet, and it will scan only those blocklets from the main table. Carbon data materialized view. Carbon data supports materialized view creation on a Carbon table to pre-aggregate and pre-join the tables. As an example, you can see here the T1 and T2 are pre-joined and kept as a MV table for the specific query. When the query is fired, we do a plan matching and see if we can use any or whole data from MV table. Yes, creating MVR secondary index will increase the storage space, but the query results are very, very fast. We also support the incremental update of MV table for every new segment addition, instead of rebuilding the whole MV table. Carbon data also supports time series aggregation for MV table for date and time columns with multiple granularities. And we also support query rollup feature. If a query is an hour granularity, but the table doesn't have hour MV data, but it has a minute MV data, we aggregate it and give it instead of querying the big main table again. Materialized view syntax is similar to Hive MV syntax. You can also see what and all granularities we support here. From year granularity to second level granularity is supported. We also support creating MV and non-carbon tables. But as the other tables don't have a segment concept, incremental update is not yet supported for non-carbon tables. Index service. We initially started caching the indexes in driver for faster pruning of data and to decrease the number of tasks launched to scan. But in a PB level table, cache size becomes huge and cannot keep it in the driver. So we have introduced index service. It is a separate Spark application that stores the indexes in the executor cache. It will prune the data and sends the results via RPC call from index service driver to actual driver. Caching the indexes can avoid IO bottleneck and no need to read the indexes every time from the disk. Multiple clusters can share the same index. Presto, Hive, Spark can use the same index cached in an index server for a query on the same table. The first time queries will usually load the index and it will be slow. So we also support automatic preloading of the cache after data is saved into the database. For geospatial data, we support pluggable index generation for spatial longitude and latitude columns. By default, we provide z-order implementation for polygon queries like give me all the points present in this area. Carbon data supports polygon filter pushdown to scan layer and use quadry index to prune it, resulting in scanning only the match data blocklet. One other optimization that can help to decrease the store size is adaptive encoding. During the storage of the data of each column page, we apply adaptive encoding. If all the data in a page can be stored in a shorter size than the schema size, we use the shorter size. There are two types, adaptive and delta encoding. If the data type is long and all the values in a page are 0 to 7, which can be fit into a byte, then there is no need of storing it as a long column. We can store it in byte length. This is adaptive encoding. Or if the values are huge, but the min-max values of all the page are within 8 bytes, like C2 here, byte page can be used instead of long to store min-max values as offset to get back the original. Some other prominent features that improve query performance are global sort or local sort. We can specify the sort columns while creating a table along with sort scope to use local sort. It's a task level sort, or global sort. It's a segment level sort, which results in better compression, efficient min-max pruning. Carbon data is optimized for cloud storage. We don't have to list files for every query. Already metadata will have updated file names and file paths. We can make use of it. IO can be a big bottleneck in cloud storage. So instead of checking every carbon data file metadata for min-max pruning, we group all file metadata and store it in carbon index file. It's a task level file. We also support merge index file, which is a segment level file combining all these indexes. So when a query runs, instead of opening all the data file to see the metadata, we can just open one merge index file for the query. Carbon data support bitset pipeline for multiple AND filters, where we pass the output of one filter as an input for the other while pruning the blocklet. Machine learning with carbon data. Carbon data supports a binary column where you can store images, blob, or other binary files. You can filter the images from the carbon table very fast to prepare a dataset. Also, one carbon file can have multiple images, so it can greatly improve the IO efficiency. We have PyCarbon layer where Python SDK is integrated with Uber's Petastorm project. Once you store the data in binary format, Carbon Data SDK supports querying this data and filling it into in-memory Apache Arrow vectors. From Arrow table, we can make a Panda data frame and use it with TensorFlow as well as PyTorch for machine learning. PyCarbon module also supports out-of-order read for every epoch for better training of the models. Some performance benchmark with raw images and TF record versus Carbon Data. Here 1 GB of ImageNet dataset is stored in cloud storage with 7 columns like height, width, depth, image name, image binary, text name, and text content. Carbon Data full scan read is 10 times faster than the raw images and 6 times faster than the TF record on cloud storage. On local storage, Carbon Data full scan read is almost same as TF record, but Carbon Data filter query is 6 times faster than TF record to filter out 16% of the data. So if you store images as Carbon Data, you can avoid duplicate storage and you can read it faster and filter it faster from the cloud storage. Some customer success stories. Due to the faster query performance and ACID ingest support, Carbon Data is used as a data lake solution from many customers. In geospatial scenario, because of its performance on Polygon queries, the customer has upgraded to Carbon Data from Oracle. Redbook customer has upgraded from ClickHouse to Carbon Data. TPCH and TPCDS benchmarks are available as you can see here. Carbon Data is designed to perform better at this. Carbon Data is used by many customers in China like Communication Bank, Jinling, Redbook, Volkswagen, Huawei SmartCare, Discovery, Alibaba, and many more. Also used by DBS Bank Singapore. Carbon Data is publicly available in Huawei Cloud, and using the open source release package, it is easy to integrate with any of the running clusters of Spark, Presto, or Hive in AWS and in Google Cloud. Summary. Carbon Data focuses on data access, analysis performance, and it is a unified storage for big data and AI engines. We have also seen how it can be a complete data lake solution as it is a data storage for ACID ingest, faster query, and machine learning. Special thanks to the team, to all the PMC members, committers, and contributors for making this possible. Below more community involvement and contributions. If you want to involve in project or has any queries, feel free to subscribe to our mailing list. You can join our Slack channel also. The details are available here as well as in Carbon Data website. Thank you.